people, what's up? It's your boy Dre, aka Mr.Aktain, and of course you know what you're watching. You're watching Aktain TV. Now today's guest is someone that I've been a fan of since day one, since Most Beautiful, since Enigma, which I still blast on my iPod right now, for real.
Shit crazy, right?
I'm not gonna bullshit, for real.
I've been blasting that for the last 2 years.
Because I'm telling you straight up, I'm not gonna bullshit you. When I first heard you on Eric Sherman album, and you was just ripping it crazy, and I kept asking,
coming from the North, South, East, and West, rhyming to
I was
death,
like,
I
I don't care what anybody say, that's probably the nicest dude right now, and I still hold that right now to this day. It's my man Keith Murray. What's good, fam?
Looking out there. Yo, Keith Murray, Def Squad, LOD, album out right now. Rap-Murr-Phobia, the fear real hip hop. Face your fears and go get that album and let it bump.
Now we're gonna talk about this album because I see a couple names on here I want to bring up to you first. First of all, the first single I'm looking at. All right, tell me about this. What make a nigga think that? With my man Jamal from Illegal. Now see, I was a big Illegal fan. So, and see, I'm telling y'all my age right now, because if I'm saying that, y'all looking at me like, who the fuck is Illegal? But
go look it up.
Yeah, go look it up. I'll tell y'all, do your homework. This is something y'all can do your homework. But talk about this single right now on this album, man.
What make a nigga think that is, that won't stab him in his gut. The gangsters laying on the ground, now you know how I get down. It's just basically telling niggas how we get down. You think you gangster, I'll stab your ass up. And you'll be your gangster will be laying on the motherfucking ground. Then I just go into my, it's like a fast beat. It ain't down south, but it's boom. So I just go into my flow, and then Jamal come on. It's a crazy, crazy record.
Okay, now during all this, you know, from the first time I heard you, from the first time meeting you, actually, like I brought up the R. Kelly video shoot and stuff like that. Tell me how's everything been from that point to now? How's life been treating you?
Oh,
I know about the ups and downs and stuff, which if y'all don't know about it, read it on Wikipedia or something like that online.
Oh, Wikipedia be lying their ass off
that
too.
That is true. That is true.
Like damn.
That is true. But like, how's everything been coming up to this point of now releasing this album? How's life been treating you?
Well, you know, I'm from the streets. I'm no stranger to hard times and ups and downs. So I look at it all as a learning process and just, you know, count my blessings and cut my losses. Right now, it's been an emotional roller coaster ride my career, but now it's on its way back up.
Okay.
You know, it's not normal that, you know, individuals like myself get so many chances and opportunities to make money and make music that I love to make for my core audience. So I can't complain. I'm just putting in this work right now. New album out right now, Rap-Murr-Phobia, new single, Nobody Do It Better, featuring Tyrese, and this shit is banging.
It's definitely banging. But also, you know, with the time away, how do you feel, you know, how the game has changed? Because for real, you was the real lyricist. And when I say lyricist, you was always the person to put it out there in your face and didn't try to do it with no structure. You just did it the way you know how to do it. How do you feel about how people call artists or hip-hop artists or rappers nowadays, how come they can't really take a page out of your notebook from back then when you was coming out and trying to be on a point of being different?
Well, because more people is involved in hip-hop now and younger crowds are. I was at a show, North Carolina, 15,000 people, little kids. So it's like it just expanded, and the artists that come up, I don't know what era they came up in. It seems like. I mean, if they younger than me, then they should have came up listening to me and the people that came up with me.
Right.
But they ain't cut from that cloth. It's real regional now. It's like you talk about what you do, what you drive. It ain't really that thought-provoking, but it's entertaining. That's how hip-hop has changed. But fortunately, Def Squad always transcends, and I'm being welcomed into this arena. I just got to keep my momentum going, and I grow.
Okay. Now, about the first video and the first single and stuff. Now, you brought some things to the light for a lot of people that probably wasn't really, you know, expected it and stuff like that. You know, what made you really come across with a lot of those things you were saying in the first single and stuff like that? Like, you didn't know who I was? Like, why you thinking like I fell off the map and stuff like that?
Because the way that my last situation ended, and it took 4 years, I knew I had to come back with a record that was squashing the negativity at the same time introducing myself. So for those who didn't know me, I let them know, you know, that was me standing on your block when hip-hop was hip-hop. For those who forget, who made you happy with Mary J? Who Puff came to get?
True.
Then they took it to the younger crowd. Who got them saying badunka-dunk around the world? So I just, instead of using that time to say something else, I used my comeback record to be
to make a spark.
Direct to the point.
Right. So people can actually start thinking like, oh yeah, that is true. And it's like same thing like you were saying earlier about the Candy Bar song too.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I feel you, and it's like, you know, you really ain't gotta sell me because you sold me since Enigma and everything else beforehand. But with this album stuff, what you gonna try to come across with the new crowd or the new generation?
Just basically the fact that, you know, I've been here for a minute, and it's all about resilience, perseverance, pacing yourself, knowing you can do whatever you want to do, but it just takes time, and always have a backup plan. If one door closes, another one open. That's where I'm at. I saw Scrappy, he was like, oh shit, the OG, yo. I'm looking like, wow. I look the same when I look in the mirror, I feel the same, but I be forgetting that people don't last this long.
Right, that is true. But it's a blessing.
A blessing, a big blessing. I mean, that's the biggest blessing I can have. I have been dealt nothing but death in my whole family.
And since you brought up death, what's up with Def Squad?
Yeah.
You know, it's been a minute, you know, since the last joint, El Nino, which is still one of my favorite joints with all y'all in it.
Yeah.
When we gonna hear...
Def Squad was out 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So if you 10 years old, you probably didn't hear that album. So you was 10, it was 10 years, now you 20. That's sick.
That shows a lot right there. Like
That
how you
shows
saying
a
the growth for hip-hop and stuff.
Yeah, so Def Squad is Eric Simmons, Redman, Keith Murray. We coming out in next April around that time.
Okay.
Album called Tsunami. We putting it together now in our minds. It's gonna be crazy though, because we all got that metaphorical, wild style to us.
And plus another thing is that that's been missing really. It's like it's been really missing some good music and stuff, because you know I'm a person where I'm real picky with a lot of things that I'll co-sign and stuff. And since like some might say I'm an old head or something like that, I still stay in the roots from what made me love this industry or what is really known as hip hop and stuff.
Yeah.
So that coming across to me is like I'm still a fan when I see you still doing it. You know, makes me feel young to see you really holding your own and still putting yourself out there and showing all these new cats coming up like how it's really how it's really done.
A lot of people tell me that like, yo, I feel so good to see you out there. But you can't tell the youth that they ain't creative or talented. I think they all talented. I watch them, I see it, I understand it, because it's they want to get through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they talk about the females, and basically that's all I hear now is female records. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between now and then.
Yeah.
Before, it was records of all type of stuff, and they played it on the radio. They let individuals. Now is hip hop, hip R&B. You gotta have that element. That's why Eric put Tyrese on the record and let me rhyme the way I rhyme with this beat to get over. You gotta have that element now. That's just the way the corporations make record sales. The records get played on the radio to the masses. Then you do the big shows. The records get sold. It's the format.
I ain't gotta say no more, man. I appreciate it. But yo, before we wrap this up, you know you gotta. I gotta get something. I gotta get something.
All day.
I gotta get something for real. Just bless me off with it. I don't care. 16, 32,
Hey yo,
like
it's
that.
Mr. Keith Murray. Niggas know how I be dealing it. Homicide style. Niggas know how I be killing it. You playing games. But when I catch you, it'll stop. I ain't a killer. Nigga, but you heard Tupac. Don't push me. Hey yo, they love to analyze my class and style of fashion, vocab, action, indicate raw dog passion. You better just get dough, stay low, faux show. Cause we bringing it to niggas when E give us the say so. My squad like the crowd cause they hold me up. I give whack niggas all Rap-Murr-Phobia. You want a quavel? Nigga, I ain't arguing with you. When I get that butterfly in my stomach, I know that's when I'ma hurt you. Niggas wanna pop shit, I cock back, pop it, hop in the whip, hit the gas, lean with it, rock with it. Shit, we can take it to the streets you want, Loke. Cause I mostly grew up hurting niggas and selling dope. So what? Rap-Murr-Phobia in stores now. Go get that.
Well, it's your boy Dre, a.k.a. Mr. Aktain, signing off. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.